I'm not the only one who's frustrated over the consistently deceptive messaging coming from our national leaders. In an appearance last week on Fox Business Network, the Attorney General for the state of Florida boldly accused the administration of willfully misleading the American public on important issues, including the border crisis. You might be wondering, what does the border crisis have to do with the topics I usually cover on these economic updates? I mention this because in the same way the American public is allegedly being misled on the true nature of the border crisis, so are they being misled on the economy, in my opinion. In her television appearance, Attorney General Ashley Moody said flat out that you have an administration that is purposely trying to deceive the American public. I've been saying the same thing for a long time about the economic messaging coming out of the White House. Take the narrative about the recession, for example. 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP is a widely used standard for determining a recession. And yet, when it was confirmed that GDP was negative for the second straight quarter this year, the White House immediately went on the defensive to tell us we're not in a recession, that the data saying so amounts to a false positive. Attorney General Moody even invoked the White House position on recession as an example of deceptive messaging she's railing against. They deny and lie. It's not happening. Nothing to see here. You saw this with the recession. Aside from the recession narrative, I think one of the most deceptive pieces of economic messaging is the recently passed Inflation Reduction Act. Despite the name, nonpartisan analysis say the law will have zero impact on inflation. There is, in fact, no shortage of people accusing the administration of dishonestly packaging a bill loaded with social engineering priorities as inflation-fighting legislation. Upon passage of the Inflation Reduction Act, Republican Representative Virginia Foxx of North Carolina declared, "This bill is the radical Build Back Better agenda in sheep's clothing." The wave of deceptive messaging may be just beginning. According to Politico, a variety of Democratic organizations collectively is dropping $10 million on a national TV ad campaign to define the legislation in the minds of voters. That's the heart of the problem. In the opinion of Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody, myself, and others, reality can't be taken at face value. Instead, it has to be defined, shaped to fit a particular narrative. It will be interesting to see how much of the truth manages to survive. Until next time.
Hey guys, Joe Montana here with my man Devlin Steele. He and his team at Augusta Precious Metals are constantly putting out new information to keep you ahead of the game. Click subscribe now and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. You'll be glad you did.